McClaren and his boys won their first match in the final round of World Cup qualifying, and these are 5 things we learned from the victory.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know something that Gunnaz may say, but big up Gunnaz.
In this video, I'll be talking about 5 things we learned from Jamaica's emphatic win against Bermuda, and I'll also give you guys my player ratings for the game. If this is the first time you are seeing this channel, I'm Dicanio, your host, an Arsenal fan who covers everything Reggae Boys and local football. If you enjoy the content that you're seeing in this video, please remember to hit that like button. It's a very free way to support the channel, and we are on a goal to 5,000 subscribers, and we can easily get there. I think I need about 85 more subscribers to get to that 5,000 mark. So just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. So the first thing we learned is that Cadamarteri will be a star. Now, forget about the missed chances. Forget about how extremely salty he was on the day. When you look at the way how he created those chances for himself, the movement, the first touch, everything except the final kick of the football was exceptional from Cadamarteri on the day. And it was just a breath of fresh air. Jamaica has had this striker issue for the longest time now, ever since Shamar Nicholson was off form or got off form. And but as all from Cadamarteri is an all-round striker. Mikel Antonio brings the physicality, but sometimes he lacks that real energy to get after defenders, and even the first touch as well. Warner Brown comes in and he's a poacher, and he has the energy to run up and down, but he doesn't have that know-how of when to utilize that energy, when to trigger a press, when to really press the right way to win ball and create chances for the team. So apart from him scoring goals, I think Jamaica actually struggles with him as a striker. If he's not scoring, he doesn't really add a lot to the game, right? But Cadamarteri is all of those guys in one, but he's raw, so we have to give him time. He's only 20 years old. He's going to be learning a whole lot and has a whole lot to learn. But based off what I've seen, he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shots off, right? And I believe just about 2 on target. He should have scored about 3 of those chances, but again, just the way how he was playing, you know that once he gets the ball in it the first time, he's not going to stop scoring for this country. And again, people, this is a 20-year-old kid. We're going to have him for the next 15 years at least, right? So it's very promising that he finally decided to commit and that we have him in our ranks right now. The second thing that we learned is that it's only Bermuda. From the 5th minute of the game, I knew that Jamaica was going to win that game comfortably. I'm not going to lie. I was a bit nervous heading into the game because it's Jamaica and they have a recent record of disappointing us. However, when I saw the highline that Bermuda was playing and how easily we were getting balls over the top, Cadamarteri running on them, I knew that they were in for a very long afternoon. So I don't think none of us should be getting carried away, even though it was a 4-0 victory. I don't think we had a lot to take away other than we actually won a game emphatically, which is something that we have been asking of this team to do for a long period of time, especially when playing against Caribbean opposition. We are the kings of the Caribbean, so I don't see why we should be struggling against Caribbean opposition. And this is the first time in a long while that we have dominated and really thrashed a Caribbean opposition team. So again, no need to get carried away. It is only Bermuda. Boza will score against a Caribbean team. And Casey Palmer will always look good against a team that is weak, and he'll always perform against a small team where there's little pressure. I still have not forgotten Casey Palmer for his abysmal display in the Gold Cup, and I don't think that he is supposed to be in our midfield as the best 3. However, due to injury, I understand why he played and he got his goal. So, yo, big up Casey Palmer for his score. Now, the third thing we learned is that the team was fluid. Now, a lot of you guys are going to think that I'm picking on a particular player. But Tyrese Campbell playing on that right side, his unfavorable side, by the way, because he's a left winger. But he showed his class. He kept the game simple. He played well with Dexter Lembikisa and his runs. When he needed to cut in and shoot, he did that. He linked play well. He drive that players. He rarely lost the ball. When you compare that performance to a performance of Leon Bailey, and it's not only the Leon Bailey performance against the United States, but the Leon Bailey performances against Caribbean opposition like this. It's night and day, people. If it was Leon Bailey, he would have slipped at least 3 or 4 times in that game. I'm gonna see Tyrese Campbell slip once. Zane. Now again, this is not an attack on Leon Bailey, but this is exactly proving my point that we don't need for this thing that Steve McClaren has, that Leon Bailey has to start and Leon Bailey is the best player and Leon Bailey this and Leon Bailey that. I just don't think it is true. There are players there in the team that are quality, that are hungry, that are playing with less pressure. And all of that put together means you're going to get better results on them on the football pitch. Are they potentially a better player than Leon Bailey right now? In the grand scheme of things, maybe not. But is the setting right for them to perform? Yes. And that is what I believe. Zine, other stellar performances were Dexter Lembikisa, as I said, he and Tyrese Campbell linked up well on the right side. Cephas did his thing. Still a headache for what Cephas, but that was a class goal. When a man take up the ball in him chest from in him own a half, dribble the entire length of this the next half, go through 2 defenders, shoot the ball through one next defender foot, and back dance it to the near post. You have to give him props. Again, it's a headache to watch, but at the end of the day, we have to give him props for a wonder goal.
Piece of aggression. Move you to drunk throw where you go. Move, man. Move, man. But from offline, the man carry that in the dog, you man take it in our chest and carry.
Multiple players in the
Move, man.
Fourth thing that I learned is that we need Andre Blake in the next window. From Copa America, when Andre Blake was out and we had to use Jamali Waite, I was not convinced with him. I remember him conceding a goal from way over the corner flank. His height is not imposing. His shot stopping is not the best. I am not comfortable with him in the goal. Now, this is nothing against Jamali Waite. He has wonderful support every time I go match. I always see this woman with a Jamali Waite jersey, or a reddish one. So he have good support from him family, and yeah, him family might all watch the channel. So I'm not disrespecting Jamali Waite, but this is bigger than Jamali Waite. This is about the country, and we are going to be facing tougher opposition soon. And those shots that I saw him spilling and just how he looked claiming the ball, I wasn't comfortable. So I'll leave it here. Now bash him too much. If he is what we have to use, then let's get through this window with him. But we want to see Andre Blake. Hopefully he can recover from his injury. I want to see him, especially when we're facing Curacao in the next round. And the fifth thing we learned is that this team is promising. This team is not only going to get us to World Cup 2026, but it will also get us to World Cup 2030. This team is young, it's vibrant, the players are all playing abroad, they are all improving their game, and they will only get better with age. This is promising times for Jamaica people. Just think about it. When Shamar Nicholson was about 20 years old, he was playing for Boyz Town, right? He made moves to Europe, and then he cemented himself in the national team as a striker, where he was scoring a lot of goals. These young players, they are not playing in the Jamaica Premier League at this age. They're playing in higher leagues, which means that when they're at the age of a Shamar Nicholson, they're going to be even better than what a Shamar Nicholson is now. They're going to be even hungrier. They might be in higher leagues than they are at right now, with way more experience and way more quality. So it's exciting times, not only for this World Cup qualifying campaign, but also for the future. Now, quickly, before I end this video, folks, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys my player ratings. Jamali Waite, he kept a clean sheet. Again, as I said, I wasn't comfortable with him in the goal, but I'll still give him a 7 out of 10. He did keep a clean sheet. He kept the ball out of the net, whether convincing or not. Dexter Lembikisa, stellar game. Always overlapping, defended their main threat, I believe, which was that left winger well. So I'll give him an 8 out of 10. Richard King, a wonderful block in the second half to prevent Bermuda from scoring and potentially getting back into the game. Apart from that, he had a lot of good long passes over the top that Bailey Cadamarteri flourished from. So I'm going to give King an 8 as well. Damian Lowe got his goal. Still a headache for watch, just like Cephas. Always a kick away man them ball. Steve McClaren, after the game, spoke about him wanting the team to keep the ball more. And frankly, that's just impossible with Damian Lowe in the team. But anyway, he got us that go-ahead goal, which was very important to gain control of the game. And yeah, man, we are giving him a 8.5. Greg Lee, it come like say Steve McClaren and that the game, they put all the madman them over one side and all of the technical killer them over the next side. Damian Lowe a madman, Greg Lee a madman, Cephas them a madman, we run like a headless chicken, and Casey Palmer play over there too, with minerate at all. So the four of them man there has some cokehead and madman they over one side, and then the technical player them like the King, the Lembikisa, the Russell, and when name Tyrese Campbell, they over the next side that create chances. So what we notice a lot is that we build up on the right side, and then we'll play the ball over the right side and we'll try to rotate it over for the left side finish. Zine. So back to Greg Lee, I'll give him a standard 7. He got an assist, which was wonderful. But yeah, just cranky and not the level that we want to be at in terms of our left back, but he's ever present, ever consistent. So big up yourself, Greg Lee. Isaac Hayden was really the platform that allowed us to build. Really growing in a Jamaican shirt. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. He got a yellow card. I'm not sure how the yellow card rules are going to be working in qualifiers, so he has to really watch that. We don't want him getting a yellow card against Trinidad if that means he's going to be missing that Curacao game, because that might be what the most important game in qualifiers, that Curacao game. So if there is a yellow card ban for 2 yellow cards, Casey Palmer, Casey Palmer, Isaac Hayden, please hold out and keep yourself to yourself in that Trinidad match on Tuesday, because we're going to need you against Curacao. But yeah, 8 out of 10 for Isaac Hayden. Jonathan Russell, not his best game in a Jamaica shirt. However, his presence was there, his work rate was there, and he gave everything he needed from a box-to-box midfielder, gave the team a platform as well to build on, and he also managed to get himself an assist. So I'm going to go ahead and give him a 7 out of 10. Casey Palmer. Would I say Casey Palmer was the man of the match? I'm going to give him the man of the match. I see a lot of people giving him the man of the match, and I can't pick one myself, so I'm going to go ahead and give him. He got his goal, 9 out of 10. But again, this is classic Casey Palmer. Shows up against little teams, make everybody excited and feel like Sema going to do something. And then under real pressure who face the big teams, he disappears. He lacks work ethic. He shrugs his shoulders. I don't rate this ball at all when push comes to shove. He can get us through these games and he'll have some little flicks and tricks and whatever. But this is one of them ball there, one of them man there where they feel like say them is all that in high school, and then them left high school and them is nothing. You see me? So that is the vibes we get from Casey Palmer in a football way. So yeah, 9 out of 10, but it is what it is. But I don't have huge expectations of Casey Palmer moving forward when it comes to bigger games. On the left wing, we had Cephas. So Cephas was running them red all game. He managed to get his goal, which is good. Love to see him actually add goals when he plays for Jamaica. But apart from that, he was a regular headache to watch. We could have scored so many more goals if he just could lift up his head and pass the ball. Him always just a run with the head down and whatever. But the good thing is him always managed to do something for make we get a goal in a game, which is why he obviously plays. So I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10. Tyrese Campbell on the right, I think he was the man in the attack that really kept the fluid football going and really kept the game ticking. So I personally, he would be my man of the match, but he didn't have enough goal or assist to stack it or back that up. So guess what? I will take a step back and just say, all right, he had a wonderful game, and he is the future of that attack line. Unless Messi Green go forward, but yeah, he is the future of that attack line. And finally, Cadamarteri, I already spoke a lot about him. He really needs to be taking the chances that he got. But if you are asking me to be positive, I was impressed by his performance. So I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. Jamal Wade already rated him. Steve McClaren, not much more he could have done. I think he made subs at the right time. I wanted him to take off Isaac Hayden, but I think he trusted him enough to know that, yo, bad man, no matter be foolish and get a second hill or nothing like that. He's an experienced player. So, Steve McClaren so far, 10 out of 10. I don't give 10s a lot, but why not? 4-0 victory. Not much to complain about. That is it for this video, folks. Share your thoughts below in the comment section. Leave your player ratings as well below in the comment section. Let me know what you guys thought about that game. And yeah, that is it. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Jamaica have a lifeline. How about this?
Big up Gunnaz, I hear that. Don't know some of the Gunnaz, but say, but big up Gunnaz.